Welcome to Crystal Clear Education Center. Here, learning made simple. Now, for class 10, I have prepared some quick notes, formula bank, and shortcuts. So let us see one by one from electricity lesson. Actually, there was a myth among, there was and there is a myth among students that electricity or when it comes physics part, it's so tough. It's not tough actually. It is so simple. So let us make it very simple and break the ice. Before going into the topic, small quotation. No matter what people tell you, words and ideas can change the world. So let us start from electricity. I'm going to give you a mind map here. Starts from electricity, and then we'll go to magnetism lesson. In electricity, I have divided into three topics. One, we are going to deal with electric current and Ohm's law, then resistance in series and parallel, and then electric power and heating effects. So directly we'll jump into the concept. Yeah. So first topic in electricity. First subtopic, we are going to deal with electric current and Ohm's law. Okay. So the formula bank. In a very simple way, we are going to see the formula. So first, in electricity, the name itself says it's electricity. So here we are going to deal about the current. So when you can see a current. When you say something current, something is moving there. Okay, so some movement of charge. So what is electric current? So simply we can say I, which is nothing but electric current. I is equal to Q by T, the rate of flow of charge. Okay, I think you can take the notes, what I'm saying, and note down the formula. I is equal to Q by T, which is nothing but the rate of flow of charge. So when there is a physical quantity, there should be a unit to measure it. So I, if it is a current, you are going to measure the SI unit of current in ampere. So SI unit is ampere. When you are writing this ampere, it's actually a scientist name. You have to write it in small letter. You have to start and write the small letter. And the same thing when you are going to denote it with a symbol, use it A, capital A. Okay. Then next, this is electric current. Please be careful to check what is electric current and what is electric circuit. Okay. So it is nothing but the closed path. The closed path along which an electric current flows. Okay. So a simple circuit diagram. Circuit diagram is very important in board exam. They may ask you to draw a circuit diagram. Since we are in the beginning level of electricity, a simple circuit diagram, I'll tell you, always start with a cell or a battery. I think you can find the difference. A cell, which is nothing but a single unit of this positive and negative, whereas a battery is nothing but combination of 2 or 3 cells together. And then move from here, always start from positive terminal. The long one is positive and the short one is negative. So from here we'll start, just move up and then a bulb I'm going to connect. Okay, and then come down the same way. I'm going to measure the current. So I'm going to use a meter, A, and then it just flows. And then I'm going to control it by having a key. and then I'll connect with the negative terminal. And now the other side, I'm going to show you the symbols. Okay, actually this is the key, and this is ammeter, and this is bulb, and here is your battery. This is a simple circuit. Now the circuit is incomplete. How can you say it is incomplete? Because it is not showing the pathway. I'm denoting the pathway from positive terminal to negative terminal. And one more thing, keep in mind always the positive terminal of the ammeter should connect with the positive terminal of the battery. Okay, so this is a simple basic step where many children will go wrong in board exam. So make a note of it, the terminals and the pathway of the current, the flow. Now some simple symbols and components. Symbols of components of circuit diagram. So first, a very simple, as I said, we are going to write a cell, which is nothing but a long line and a short line, which we call it as positive terminal and a negative terminal, number one. Number two, battery. Again, I'm connecting with this. In circuit diagram, they may ask like 2 volt battery, 3 volt battery. Here only you'll denote the volt. Okay, so I'll just write here that volt alone. Here we are going to denote the voltage. Okay, in this. And again, it is a positive terminal, it is a negative terminal. How many cells I have arranged here? 3 cells I have arranged here. Okay, so 3 cells. Suppose one cell is having 2 volt. Now you have connected with 3 cells. 3 cells you are connected, and the battery has 3 cells. So how many volts will be there? 3 into 2 volt is equal to 6 volt. Okay, this is another important thing you have to remember, and you may not notice in the exam, like how many cells they are giving, or they are giving the whole battery volt. Got it? So I'm be saying small tips in between. Please be careful in the exam and listen carefully in my class. Next, number 3, wire joint, a common thing. Okay, so this is a wire joint. When we are using the resistance, okay, I mean resistor, that this type will be very useful. Okay, then next, a resistor. Okay, a resistor, just like a wavery line you'll be drawing like this for a resistor. Okay, and if it is a variable resistance, you'll put a arrow mark. Now ammeter, voltmeter, these are very important, and you will denote like this: A for ammeter, V for voltmeter, and indicate with the positive and negative. For ammeter, it is very much essential to connect like this. Here also we'll denote it, but it doesn't show any difference here if you connect in the other way also, voltmeter. Ammeter, it's very much essential, positive to positive. Got it? So these are all the important components, and the other things will be easy. Another one, key. Sometimes in exam, the circuit will be connected like this, and this is a open circuit. When you keep a dot, it is a closed circuit. Okay, there was a question some 6-7 years back in the board exam. The circuit was connected just like this. I'm just drawing a rough circuit here. It was connected like this, and they were asking how much current is flowing, find out the current. And a very simple answer, it is a broken circuit. I mean, it is an open circuit. No current will flow here, right? So it's very important to check if they are given the circuit diagram, whether it is closed or open. Now, only in closed circuit, the current will flow. This is closed circuit. Okay. Another one is Ohm's law. So we have completed something about the current. Yeah, the very important thing, potential difference, will complete thoroughly. Then we'll move on to Ohm's law. So I is equal to Q by T. I've given for electric current, that is charge by time. Q is nothing but charge. Okay, and T is nothing but time. Okay, Q is equal to NE, the other formula. Okay, another way of saying is I is equal to NE by T. I'll write here I is equal to NE by T, because Q is nothing but NE. Just like this, note down the formulas, what are the different ways it can be asked. Okay, next, potential difference. This potential difference is denoted by the letter V, which is nothing but W by Q. What is W? And I'll just say the definition of potential difference. Make a note. A work done to move a unit charge from one point to another. So easy to remember. Okay, like how I said, rate of flow of charge. Whenever the word like rate comes, it is nothing but with respect to time. So T. So the rate of flow of charge. Charge is nothing but Q. Similarly, here W by Q is nothing but work done to move a unit charge from one point to another point. Okay, a unit charge, I'll write Q. Okay, a unit charge to move from one place to another place. Okay, a very simple term, which is nothing but W by Q. This is going to play a major role when it comes power calculation or power derivation. Okay, and what is the SI unit of potential difference? 1 volt. I'm writing your SI unit. 1 volt is equal to W, work done. What is the unit of work done? Joule. What is the unit of charge? Coulomb. 1 coulomb. This is the SI unit. And that will be a question, define volt also. Based on the SI unit, we can write the definition. Yes. So this is the first topic where we are seeing the electric current and Ohm's law. Ohm's law at 2. Next slide, we'll see Ohm's law. So Ohm's law, as I'm saying Ohm's law, I will relate with a resistance also. So Ohm's law, where we'll say a proportionality. V is proportional to I. V is nothing but potential difference. Whenever there is a raise in potential difference, there is a raise in current. So to remove the proportionality, I'm going to introduce a constant R, which is nothing but resistance. So V is equal to Ri. So R is nothing but resistance. Okay. And now we are going to find the unit. Before that, let us put like this. R is equal to V by I. This is one way. R. V is equal to, I have given already. So I, we will take it. I is equal to, yes, I is equal to V by R. Okay, and you can, from this, you can bring the proportionality. And I is always inversely proportional to the resistance, or the resistance is always inversely proportional to the I. Okay, the proportionality. And now, what is R resistance? The resistance is measured in ohm. So R is nothing but V, potential difference, and I is current, and that is a unit, special unit called ohm. The ohm is denoted by a symbol called omega. This is the symbol to denote, and this is nothing but ohm, right? This is the SI unit of, I'll write R, which is nothing but resistance. Okay, and based on this, there is a graph. So we'll see a graph too. X-axis and y-axis. Okay, and here we call it as VI graph or IV graph. I'm going to write VI graph. Okay, and I'm going to draw a straight line, which is nothing but the resistance. Yes, so in Ohm's law, okay, how the graph appears, there's another important question. So which is nothing but linear. You will get a linear or a straight line graph, right? This is important. Then, yeah. Yes, we'll move on. Here we are completed about Ohm's law. As we are doing numericals, we'll go still more in detail. Okay, just I'm giving you a notes. So here we will talk about resistance, R, resistance. Okay, the resistance again, it can be in two ways. The resistance, you will get the least resistance and you'll get the high resistance, in which you will get the least resistance, I, R, okay, and which the resistance will increase, R value will be more. Okay, that we are going to denote by a combination of the resistor. Okay, combination of the resistor. The combination of the resistor where you will get a high resistance is nothing but resistance in series. I'll write R in series. Okay. Least resistance where you will get is resistance in parallel. Right? So this is a very, very important concept. And mostly your previous board exam papers, if you see, there will be a question sure from resistance in series or parallel. So this we are going to see in detail with many tips and some numericals in numerical session, right? And the formula alone, I'll write it. Okay. So R is equal to resistors in series equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Whereas resistor in parallel is nothing but 1 by R. You can write RP or equivalent resistance, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, right? So it's just a sketch about the resistance. In further videos, I'll be giving you a derivation video next, and next will be followed by numerical video, right? And now we'll move on to the third topic, electric power. And electric power plus heating effect. Okay, let us complete this heating effect also. So let us go to previous slide for a minute. This resistance is controlled by LANT, the factor, the factors. Okay, factors affecting resistance is nothing but LANT, LANT. Okay, length, area, nature of the material, and temperature. Okay, even this, let me discuss in the next topic along with resistivity. Okay, so we'll move on with electric power plus heating effects. So in electric power, P is equal to VI is one formula, and then P is equal to V square by R, then P is equal to I square by R, the different relation. And in numerical, very clearly, I'll tell you how to apply the formulas. We have three different formulas, where to apply and how to apply, right? Where in heating effects, we have another formula like H is equal to I square RT, then H is equal to VIT, H is equal to VQ, which is nothing but V into I is nothing but Q by T. So into T, it is VQ. Another formula, H is equal to V square by R into T. So here, which is nothing but H is equal to, already we have V. Instead of I, I'm writing the Ohm's law, V by R into T. Okay, and this V into V, it will become V squared by R into T. Got it? Resistivity is denoted by the symbol rho. Okay. Since we can say the relation R is equal to, that is, resistance is directly proportional to the length and resistance is inversely proportional to the area. Okay, to relate this, we are going to use a formula R. R is equal to, or let me do it as a step, proportional to L by A. To remove the proportionality constant, we are going to introduce a constant term, which is nothing but R is equal to rho into L by A. Okay, this is another formula. R, rho is equal to R into A by L, and the SI unit for resistivity is ohm meter. Okay. Now I've just given you a sketch, a blueprint, okay, of this lesson. What are the different topics? A quick formula bank. When you just go through this, it'll be very easy to remember all the formulas. I think all the formulas in a nutshell. Thank you. We'll meet soon with a derivation video.